Okay, so when you first launch Premiere, this is what you're going to see. It's going to be your basic welcome screen. Okay, this is where our first step is to just create a project. Okay, and so down here you're going to see like many programs, recent projects that have been created. It has some tutorial links, etc., more information, which is really nice. They do a good job with that. Okay. Other projects you can access here. You can open projects from here, but we're just going to create our first new project. So we're going to come up to new project. We're going to click and let's see. Let's click again. There we go. And that's going to open up this next screen. And so here you're going to see a main menu up top and then sort of a sub menu down here that says import, edit, and export. Edit and export won't really let you do anything right now because we need to first set up the first actual sequence. If you click this home, it'll take you back to the welcome screen. Okay, so let's go back. Here we are. What you need to do here is create a project first. So we're going to name it right here in this upper left-hand corner, My Project. And then the next thing you need to do is select a location where you're going to save this project. Okay, and this is defaulting to a specific part of my computer because this will be different for your computer. So I'm going to hit the drop down and go down to choose location, and I'm going to navigate on this laptop that I'm using. I actually have two drives. I have the C drive, which is my main applications drive, and I have a D drive, which is my data drive, which is where I put my media. So I'm going to save this, go to the D drive, and I already have an area here where I'm going to save this, my little Montgomery College folder, and in spring 2023. And there's the folder. I'm going to say select folder, bam. And you should see that file path, that location, sitting right here in the project location window. Okay, there's a bunch of other stuff you're seeing here in my case, other clips. If I wanted to import some media right now, I could. It's asking you to do this down here. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're just going to get into the program. And there's some preset settings over here. You should see this create new sequence, this little button turned on, and it's going to, by default, name your first sequence, sequence 1. No problem. Come down here to the lower right and hit create. Okay. So in this first tutorial, we're going to kind of do a quick overview of this initial stage. So now you're in the program. Okay. You're actually looking at Premiere and where you can actually start editing. So it's giving me a default workspace here. Right? These are individual panels. As I click on each one of these, they highlight blue around them. Okay? And that means that's your active panel. I've got a source, program, timeline. Then I have here a little tools palette. Again, if you've worked in Photoshop or any other program, some of these things may look familiar. Then I have down here, what's highlighted here is my project, the project panel. Now, you can also see within this panel here, there's actually a collection of panels. They're stacked up. So they're sort of tabbed together, just like they would be like in a file cabinet, right? Sometimes they're hard to see the difference because there's no real distinction. And there's a little arrow here which kind of gives you a list of what other ones might be included here. You just can't see them. Okay? So let me go back. So same thing up here. You've got source and you've got these other panels that are sort of tucked in behind it. Okay, so let's move on. I need to actually rearrange this workspace, which is something you can do. Okay, and that's where you can go up here to your main menu, and we're going to do that in a second window. But first, I want to highlight that we are now in this edit setting. Right, this second selection here. We're in the edit mode, which is where we're going to spend most of our time. Okay, but first off, I'm going to rearrange this a little bit. For example, I like the fact I like having my project panel to the left of source, program, etc. So I'm going to come over here, and there's a little menu area here where I click on, which gives me a whole bunch of options. I don't necessarily want to click that right now, but what I do want to do is click between that and the labeling right here in the center. Click, and if I click and drag and I push up, I get this kind of thing. As I hover over these other panels, I get this sort of purple beveled overlay. Okay, so what I want to do here is I actually want it to sit to the left of this collection of panels. So I'm going to go over here to the left where it highlights this left side, and when I let go, it actually tucks that in to the left of that source panel. And so now I can click and drag these. I can rearrange the size of these. I can resize these. It's a very pliable program. Okay. Now these other panels that were down here that I'm not necessarily using right now are still here. There is another one I want to move up here with project. And again, this is just my personal preference, is what's called effects. So I'm going to also grab just to the right of effects before I grab the little menu, click, and now I'm going to actually drag and put it right there into the center. Don't worry right now that it's saying import media to start. That's kind of a default thing, but I'm going to stack it by selecting this purple area in the center. I'm going to let go, and now it stacks it so it takes up the same amount of space on the screen, but you can just tab between them back and forth. Right now, all of these other ones I'm not going to worry about, so I'm actually going to go ahead and close these individually just to get them out of the way. Again, you could leave this open. This is just my personal preference here, and it kind of simplifies my space. So now I've got a project panel, a source panel that also has a few things tabbed, which is fine, and a program panel, my tools palette down here on the left, tools panel, and a timeline panel. Okay, and then also all the way over here to the right, I have an audio, what's called like a master meters audio panel. Okay, so in order to really kind of get a sense of what these things do, I'm going to go ahead and bring in a few clips, which is called importing, which is why it's asking me to import some media right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and double click inside that window, and it's going to automatically open up a dialog box. It's going to allow me to navigate right to, and I'm on a PC in case you haven't noticed. I'm going to navigate to the location where I want to bring in some video, which happens to be the D drive. Okay, and I know it happens to be in here. Again, this will be different for all of you depending how you set up your program. And I know I happen to want to go in here and here, and the second folder here. I'm going to configure my whatchamacallit. Oh, this is not the folder I want. I want this one. Here we go. Okay, I'm a list guy. So I'm going to grab a few clips here. I'm going to click hold down shift and click on the first 3 clips and hit open, and they will import, as we say, come into the project. So now these are now part of this project. What I'll do right after that, I'll do a Control S, or if on a Mac, I would do a I suddenly forgot, a Command S, right? Okay, so without getting into too much more detail, these are video clips that I can now manipulate in here and do edits on. In this project panel, I can drag this little slider and take a look, and I can make those a little bigger. Whenever I have a purple clip like this and this sort of green squiggly line, that means this video also has audio, right? So individually, this would be video and that would be audio. Okay, what basically these panels do is project panel is where you manage your clips. The source panel is where you're going to look at one clip individually. The program panel actually connects down here to the timeline and shows you the progress that you're making in the timeline, which is like a tool bench. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that, and in the next tutorial, we're going to work with these clips and you're going to see them in action working through the interface.